Have you ever struggled to focus on important tasks? You're not alone. In today's fast-paced world, maintaining concentration can feel like an uphill battle. Whether you're trying to study for an exam, complete a work project, or even just read a book, distractions are everywhere. Many people find it hard to concentrate on things that require effort. The constant noise and activity around us can make it nearly impossible to focus. It's not just about the environment. Our own minds can be our worst enemies. We live in a world filled with distractions. From the bustling city streets to the endless notifications on our devices, it's no wonder our attention spans are shrinking. The modern world is designed to pull our focus in a million different directions. Our phones buzz with notifications. Each ping and vibration is a call for our attention, pulling us away from the task at hand. It's a constant battle to stay focused when our devices are designed to keep us engaged. Social media offers endless scrolling. The infinite feed of updates, photos, and videos is engineered to keep us hooked. It's easy to lose track of time and find that hours have passed without accomplishing anything meaningful. Video games promise excitement and rewards. They provide an escape from reality, offering instant gratification that can be hard to resist. The allure of leveling up or achieving a new high score can easily overshadow more important tasks. It's easy to get pulled into these instant gratification traps. The quick hits of pleasure from our devices can make it difficult to focus on long-term goals. We become conditioned to seek out these short bursts of happiness, often at the expense of our productivity. These distractions can be a real problem. They not only waste our time, but also drain our mental energy. The more we give in to these distractions, the harder it becomes to concentrate on what truly matters. They make it hard to focus on what truly matters. Important tasks get pushed aside and we find ourselves procrastinating more and more. The cycle of distraction and procrastination can be difficult to break. We might procrastinate on work or studies. The more we delay, the more overwhelming our tasks become. This can lead to stress and anxiety, making it even harder to focus. Long-term goals can feel impossible to reach. When we're constantly distracted, it can seem like we'll never achieve our dreams. The frustration of not making progress can be disheartening. The struggle is real, and it all comes down to our brain's reward system and a neurotransmitter called dopamine. Dopamine plays a key role in how we experience pleasure and motivation. Understanding this can help us take control of our focus, but don't worry, there's hope. By learning about how our brains work, we can develop strategies to improve our concentration. It's possible to train our minds to resist distractions and stay focused on our goals. Understanding how dopamine works is the first step to regaining control. By recognizing the triggers that lead to distraction, we can create an environment that supports our focus. By implementing strategies like a dopamine detox, we can train our brains to focus on what matters most. Activities like meditation, exercise, and mindful breaks can help reset our reward system. It's time to break free from distractions and unlock our true potential. With the right approach, we can overcome the focus struggle and achieve our long-term goals. Dopamine is often called the pleasure molecule, but it's more accurate to call it the motivation molecule. It's not about feeling good in the moment. It's about the anticipation of feeling good. Dopamine is released when our brains anticipate a reward. Think about the feeling you get when you're about to take a bite of your favorite food, or the excitement of getting ready for a fun event. That's dopamine at work. It motivates us to pursue things that our brain associates with pleasure. However, this system can be hijacked. Our brains haven't quite caught up to the constant stimulation of the modern world. This can lead to an over-reliance on activities that trigger quick bursts of dopamine. To understand dopamine's power, let's look at an experiment with rats. Scientists implanted electrodes in the brains of rats. These electrodes could stimulate the release of dopamine. The rats quickly learned that pressing a lever would activate the electrodes and deliver a surge of dopamine. The results were astonishing. The rats became obsessed with pressing the lever. They would choose the dopamine rush over food and water, even to the point of exhaustion. This experiment showed how powerful dopamine is in driving motivation and behavior. Another group of rats had their dopamine production blocked. These rats became lethargic and unmotivated. They lost interest in everything, even food and water. This demonstrates the crucial role dopamine plays in our desire to pursue anything. Our modern world is a dopamine paradise. Social media platforms are engineered to keep us scrolling. Video games offer endless levels and rewards. Junk food provides a quick sugar rush. These activities flood our brains with dopamine, making it hard to resist their allure. The constant stimulation creates a problem. Our brains start to crave these dopamine hits. We become less sensitive to the pleasure they provide. This leads to a cycle of needing more and more stimulation to feel the same level of reward. This is where the trouble begins. Our brains, accustomed to constant dopamine highs, struggle to find motivation for activities that provide slower, more sustainable rewards. Section 5, homeostasis, our brain's balancing act. Our bodies strive for balance. This is called homeostasis. It applies to everything from body temperature to, you guessed it, dopamine levels. When we constantly bombard our brains with dopamine-triggering activities, our brain tries to adapt. It downregulates dopamine receptors. This means we become less sensitive to dopamine's effects. Think of it like this. If you blast loud music all the time, your ears adjust and the music seems quieter. The same happens with dopamine. We develop a tolerance, needing more and more stimulation to achieve the same effect. This is why it's crucial to give our brains a break. We need to reset our dopamine system and regain our sensitivity to natural rewards. This is where a dopamine detox comes in. Section 6, dopamine detox. Hit the reset button. A dopamine detox is like a system reboot for your brain. It's about intentionally reducing exposure to activities that lead to dopamine spikes. This doesn't mean you have to become a hermit and shun all technology. It's about finding a healthy balance. Choose a day or even just a few hours to disconnect from highly stimulating activities. This includes social media, video games, junk food, and excessive entertainment. Instead, focus on activities that promote relaxation and mindfulness. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate dopamine entirely. That's impossible and not even desirable. We need dopamine to function. The goal is to reset our baseline and resensitize ourselves to the pleasure of simpler things. Section 7, embracing the detox activities. So, what can you do during a dopamine detox? Plenty. The idea is to engage in activities that are fulfilling and enjoyable, yet don't lead to the intense dopamine spikes that come from digital devices or other high-stimulation sources. The key is to choose activities that you find enjoyable and engaging, but that don't trigger those intense dopamine rushes. This means opting for more mindful and present experiences. Here are a few ideas. Go for a walk in nature. Walking in a natural setting can be incredibly refreshing and grounding. It allows you to connect with the environment and clear your mind. Connecting with nature has been shown to reduce stress and improve focus. Meditate. Meditation helps to calm the mind and increase self-awareness. It's a great way to center yourself and find inner peace. Read a book. Lose yourself in a good story and give your brain a break from digital stimulation. Reading can transport you to different worlds and expand your imagination. Pursue a hobby. Engage in activities you're passionate about, such as painting, writing, or playing an instrument. These activities can be incredibly fulfilling and provide a sense of accomplishment. Engage in activities you're passionate about, such as painting, writing, or playing an instrument. These hobbies not only keep you engaged, but also help you develop new skills and talents. Spend time with loved ones. Social interactions are crucial for our well-being. Connect with people face-to-face and build meaningful relationships. The possibilities are endless. Whether it's a picnic, a casual chat, or a group activity, these moments can be incredibly enriching. The key is to find what works best for you and make it a regular part of your routine. By incorporating these activities into your life, you can create a balanced and fulfilling lifestyle that supports your mental and emotional well-being. Section 8. Reaping the rewards of a dopamine detox. You might be surprised at the positive effects that a dopamine detox can have. After even a short period of detoxing, many people report reduced cravings. You'll find yourself less drawn to those quick dopamine hits. Improved focus, you'll be able to concentrate on tasks for longer periods, increased motivation. You'll feel more driven to pursue your goals, greater appreciation for simple things. You'll start to notice and appreciate the beauty in everyday life. Remember, a dopamine detox is not a quick fix. It's a tool to help you regain control over your attention and live a more fulfilling life. Section 9. Maintaining motivation, a marathon, not a sprint. A dopamine detox is a great start, but maintaining long-term motivation requires ongoing effort. It's not just about the initial burst of energy or enthusiasm, it's about sustaining that drive over the long haul. Here are some strategies to help you stay on track. Connect with your why. This means understanding the deeper reasons behind your goals, which will fuel your motivation even when the going gets tough. Understanding the reasons behind your goals will fuel your motivation. Set realistic goals. It's important to be ambitious, but also to be practical. Start with small, achievable steps to build momentum. Each small victory will give you the confidence to tackle the next challenge. Create a supportive environment. Surround yourself with people who encourage and support your goals. This could be friends, family, or even online communities. Reward yourself strategically. Allow yourself controlled indulgences in dopamine-triggering activities after achieving milestones. This helps to keep your brain's reward system engaged without falling back into old habits. Remember, building healthy habits takes time and effort. It's a gradual process, and it's okay to take it one step at a time. Be patient with yourself, and don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Everyone's journey is unique, and it's important to recognize when you need support. And if you feel like your struggles with dopamine are becoming unmanageable, don't hesitate to seek professional help. There are many resources available to guide you. You don't have to go through this alone. Reach out, connect, and remember that every step forward, no matter how small, is progress.